This feels awkward. Today is when I'm going to start The Artist's Way. I've had this book for 2 years now, 2.5 years, and I've tried to start it twice, and both of those times I just wasn't consistent enough with the morning pages. Half a year later, after ordering the book, I also got the workbook. I don't think I've actually ever really opened this, which is really bad. I kind of want to record all of this just so I can look back at it. I'm not even sure I'm going to post this or do anything with this, but I don't know. I like to track things so I can look back at them. So yeah, same for this, I guess. Horrible. I tried to make English tea, but I did not have any milk anymore. So it's just Earl Grey with sugar or honey. Yeah, why The Artist's Way? I don't remember exactly where I saw it. I think I've seen it a couple of times online, people talking about it, and at some point I went to Paris and met some people there, and a couple that I met, the guy was speaking about The Artist's Way as well, talking about how much it has helped him, especially in the morning pages, and he's an actor and it just really helped him focus on what he wants and have a more clear vision of what he wants. And I truly believe that. I think nowadays we are so consumed with everything that we see online, and I truly believe that in order for you to receive ideas, you need to have space for them to be received. I'm not really a believer of you creating ideas, but more being a receiver of. A good example is Michael Jackson saying that if he wasn't fast enough when he got an idea, that someone else would steal the song that he thought of. I truly believe that. I feel like if you really pay attention to what your mind comes up with, and if you don't act on those ideas fast enough, you will see someone else do it. And I've had this multiple times, and it just sucks. It's just like, oh, of course this is going to happen. Of course I'm going to see this. Of course someone else has the idea now. So yeah, big believer of ideas traveling. Yeah, what else? I also feel like with the amount of content, art, ideas, and everything online that we consume, it also alters your own imagination. It's always going to be influenced in some type of way by other things that you've seen online. Of course you're going to be influenced by people and things and objects and hopefully nature mostly, but I feel like your own creativity gets lost completely when all you do every day is consume, consume, consume. And it's just so easy to get lost into that, and I am extremely guilty of doing that. I'm seeing a lot of I don't really know where I was going with this and what I really want to achieve with this video, but yeah, I'm definitely guilty of being like stuck in emotion and not really being creative and just kind of following trends because it's what you see and it gets imprinted into your thoughts, and then trends can still be cool, like, don't get me wrong, but is it really what you would choose if it was just you and your own thoughts? I don't know. I used to do fashion design, which I loved so much, and I love making clothes and drawing sketches. I just have not been doing it. Also definitely suffer from imposter syndrome. I would not call myself an artist or anything regarding that, because I have not been creating enough for my own liking to call myself that. Even though, like, deep down we are all creators and we all have the capability of doing that. But it's all just kind of pushed away, you know? I don't know who's gonna tell me, yeah, I know, but you know? I mean, even as a kid, I was making my Barbie's clothes out of my own clothes. I was cutting up my own t-shirts so I could sew them into little, even tinier t-shirts for my Barbies. And they looked awful, but I loved it. I loved it so much, and I don't even know if I still have them. I should look into that. But yeah, I feel like this would help me a lot. I've been wanting to do this, but I just haven't committed to it. So then you can question, how badly do you really want to do it? Fair question. I also feel like I maybe wasn't ready for it yet. I hope that I am now. A part of me filming is kind of holding myself accountable in a way. Also, a friend of mine is doing it, so we're kind of holding each other accountable, and I feel like that helps. What else? We're now 2.5 months into 2025. A lot of twos in that sentence. And this is 12 weeks, 3 months. It's spring. Like, if any time is going to be a good time, it's right now. People are feeling less depressed, less seasonal depression, and more inspired because it's spring and happy, and there is more opportunity to go outside as well instead of just bed rot all day. What else? I printed out like a little habit tracker for everything that I want to do all of those days. So it's the morning pages. I want to do a 15-minute stretch. I haven't been great at stretching, and I feel like that's really important. Read 10 pages just to keep reading. I want to read at least 15 books this year, and you gotta read every day. Post something. I want to start this little series of me creating my own summer wardrobe, or just creating clothing in general. I'm also not allowing myself to buy any clothing in these 12 weeks because I can make basically everything myself. And that sounds cocky maybe, but it's true. And either I buy it or I make it myself and it's one of a kind and I can say I made this, or yeah, I bought it from Zara. No one cares, you know? And then if you bought it yourself, not that it's about the opinion of others, but it's just fucking sick if you have made something yourself. I love wearing something that I made myself, and I don't do it enough while knowing how good it feels to wear those things. But it's human to go for the easy way or the most comfortable way, because me creating stuff also means that not everything is going to be fucking great. A lot of things are going to suck, and that's okay, because you learn from that, and then the next time it might still suck, but it will be better than the first time, and so on. Yeah, anyway, that was completely off path. No unnecessary spending, so no clothing. However, I can spend money on materials to make something. I'm gonna need those if I want to make shit. And no social media. So no social media means for me no scrolling on it, but if I want to post, I can post. Because I feel like if you have something to share creatively wise, that's going to be your audience. Like, sure, we've all posted our beautiful pictures on vacation in the cute little outfits that we bought, and sure, some people will like it and will ask you, oh, where did you get that from? Oh, which lip liner are you using? But you actually posting what you are capable of and what you are able to create and make is going to give you your audience, and it's a certain accountability towards myself also. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna allow myself to go online for like an hour a week to engage and like see there's people that commented or like had questions about anything. It's not like I'm gonna blow up like that. I'm not even sure if that's what I want. It's just, I feel like my dream has always been to eventually have my own bikini line or like resortswear line. And if you want to have a company, you have to have an audience. You have to have people that want your shit and that see your shit to begin with. I'm not sure if I should be swearing in this. But yeah, I definitely have a fear of posting, fear of being seen, and that just doesn't go together with wanting to have a brand and to sell your own stuff and to be able to make a living out of your own qualities or like own creativity. If you have a fear of being seen, you should just work in an office, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but like then it's not about you, it's just about who you are working for, you know? Yeah. I just feel like whenever I did have a job, it would be fine. Like, I like the social aspect of it until, like, to a certain degree. But every evaluation that I've had with managers about like, oh, where do you see yourself in a few months or like next year, I would always be very honest, saying like, yeah, I'm like okay with this for right now, but I know that I need to do something creative at some point, otherwise I'm going to be really unhappy. I've always been honest about that. But not enough to do something with it in my free time. I also feel like working really drained me a lot. As in like, okay, you go to work 4 or 5 days a week and then you have 2-3 days to relax, like regroup and go back to work. But if you're creative, every time that you don't act on the ideas that you're presented with, I feel like it fades and fades and fades and fades, and just the less likely you are to receive new ideas at some point. like you also have to have energy to actually act on those, and I just felt like I did not have that at all, and I was just kind of stuck in the motion of work, recover, work, recover, work, recover, and maybe be social every now and then, but even that was like a lot to ask. So yeah, I'm not working right now, and I feel like that is the best, like best case scenario to be doing this. I have no excuses, and it's just something that I really want. I made a bingo card for this year, and it's on there as well. I just know I'm gonna be so happy, even if I do it and like, I was gonna say, even if I do it and nothing comes from it, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that nothing is going to come from this. It's either going to be, I'm not saying it has to be big, but even if it's just like clarity on what I want, what I'm capable of, that's more than I could ask for, really. So yeah, I'm gonna cry for some reason. That wasn't like a good storyline. That was like all like that. I don't know the English word for that. But yeah. And we've all seen, is her name Doechii? Don't laugh. That she did this like 4 years ago, and she's doing great. She's doing absolutely amazing. So yeah, I bet sales for you are going amazing, Julia. So congratulations on that. You deserve it. I've read through it, like I know what's coming. Not completely, but like the first few weeks. So am I fully prepared? No. Am I scared to lose people that are close to me? Yeah, also. The amount of people saying on Reddit, oh, I lost my significant other, like not lost, but like broke up with my husband, broke off my engagement, just broke up in general. I was like, oh my god, I have a very lovely boyfriend, and no relationship is perfect, but he's very lovely, very supportive. Even of this, I'm sure he doesn't completely understand how serious is this to me, but yeah, it will be a loss to lose him or to break up with him. But then again, it wouldn't be, because then it's just not meant to be. But I'm not there, so scared of that as well. But mostly excited. Yeah. I don't know what else. I think that's it. So yeah, I did my morning pages for the last 3 days, but today is actually I'm going to start. It's been hard, like I've been kind of clicking on my Instagram or TikTok app a few times, like, oh no, I'm not supposed to be here. So stupid, like I don't need to be on there. I could be spending that time and energy on a lot of other things. Today was kind of to prepare myself, I guess, and to make sure that everything's calm and I can start like making the habit tracker. And oh, I just dropped a lot of tea in my bed. Making the habit tracker and you got on my pens, and printing on my bingo card so I can just stick it on my wall and I can see it and I can be confronted with it every morning. Like, this is my goal for today, this is what I need to do. Yeah. It'll be good. I'm excited. Yeah. I think that's it. I'm not a big yapper. I'm very used to keeping things short and not taking up too much space. So that's also something I have to get used to taking up space. And that it's okay to take your time to speak about things and explain yourself and explain your thoughts, and that's something that I need to get used to. It's okay to take up some space. And also, like, definitely a big fear of being seen, so I think the posting will hopefully help with that. And I'm a massive perfectionist. Not everything needs to be perfect. If I'm going to be filming myself for 12 weeks, I'm going to look awful every now and then, and that's okay. And it's just me telling myself that I look awful because I have a certain standard for myself. Anyways, moral of the story is I think this will be really good for a lot of aspects in my life, and I'm very excited. And I'll check in with myself again tomorrow. It is currently, I don't even know, 9. I've been yapping for 22 minutes. That's a record for me. So, alright, well, good night. See you tomorrow.